It ain't no game, but they saying welcome to the second level. Second level. Second level gaming. Second level.
All right, so starting, I'd like to first call out the fact that we nailed it when we guessed the titles for the free games for PS Plus. Free, the Disc Jammer is free, and then also Tearaway Unfolded is free. Those are the two that we mentioned. And we watched some footage of Disc Jammer, because I had not done that before, and it looks fun.
I thought it'd be real stupid.
It looks like a tennis game with a frisbee.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like a weird pong tennis thing, but like with a bouncy frisbee and special moves and stuff. It looks pretty good, and it released today and was instantly free on PS Plus, which is a rarity. Usually those are older games. Tearaway Unfolded.
I think the last one I remember was Rocket League did that.
That's true. Tearaway Unfolded, just standard.
I'm excited for that one.
It's a good one.
It's a game that I've been wanting to pick up, but I didn't. Not that I didn't want to pay for it, but at the same time, it's like it's one of those games that I don't pick up unless it was super cheap because I was like, there's other things to play.
It's definitely childlike in a lot of its elements, so I can picture you enjoying it.
Well, I remember when they announced it, I was like, yeah. Yes,
and there was kind of a bonus in here, too, for PS4 owners, and that's Lumo. Lumo is an isometric puzzle platformer. Looks very, very cool, and it's a cross-buy, so they released it for both PS4 and PS Vita, which is nice when they do that. They did that with, I can't remember the game, but they did it with one that was PSVR compatible, so you could buy the PlayStation version, and then you get upgrade to the VR for free. So yeah, that was really kind of cool that Lumo was thrown in that bundle too. Pretty happy about that. And if you have a PS3, and this is a side note, Earth Defense Force 2025 is in there, and as we know, we like a good bit of Earth Defense Force. So then moving on to the other sales, EA still going, as we already commented on the Xbox section. There is a brand new game that came out, Clicker Heroes. It looks fucking weird. Like it looks like an iOS game. There's lots of button mashing from what I can tell, and it's like point based. So like they already have their little bundles of like, here's $100 worth of golden coins or whatever it is.
Go.
But yeah, Clicker Heroes is on there and it's free, so by all means check it out. And then we have the big sort of publisher sale, or it's not really a publisher sale, but it's a subsection of a publisher sale, which is the Call of Duty franchise sale.
Which is, if you're a Call of Duty fan, you probably
already own this shit.
But
if you're one of those people that like played Call of Duties up to a certain extent and you never really played the ones after, like let's say Black Ops 2 or whatever, then you were like, but you were kind of intrigued. This is a good time to jump in and maybe pick a few of these other ones up.
I wonder what this will do for like the multiplayer for the older games.
Yeah, hopefully it boosts them a little bit, assuming people pick them up. Yeah. So we have, in the list here, we have Infinite Warfare, which was the newest title. That's from 60 down to 40, so it's a good $20 off that. That's
the game by itself.
That's the game just by itself. That does not include the Modern Warfare 1 remaster, but don't worry, there is one that does. Cool. The Advanced, so that's Advanced Warfare, that's one before Infinite, is 60 down to 25. So way better deal there, $25 for your Advanced Warfare. That was the first time that Call of Duty went like old jetpacky, but a decent game. I enjoyed it.
It went Titanfall.
I didn't think it was too terrible when I
never played it.
One I did think was pretty terrible when I played it is Ghosts. The gold edition of Call of Duty Ghosts is $20, which is weird because you go from Advanced for 25 down to Ghosts for 20. Ghosts should be like $5 or something. Like it's really not that good of a game, and so I'm surprised it's that high, but still $20 for a full edition Ghosts. It's not terrible if you're looking for a bit of a shooter to enjoy. And then for the Infinite Warfare plus Modern Warfare remaster, it goes down to 55 from 80.
So the price of a full game.
Yeah, just under a full game for both games,
for both of them.
Which is normally a pack that's 80. And I have played the remaster for Modern Warfare 1, and I'll say it's worth it. It's a good... Yeah. If you have fun, nostalgic feelings about that game, that's a good deal. But there is a better version of that deal, which is the one that I had picked up, which was that you could also get Infinite Warfare, Modern Warfare Remastered, and Destiny the Collection for $75.
The collection is all the DLC, I think, except for Rise of Iron.
I think you might be right. And that's usually $130.
Yes.
So down to 75.
So if you want those games, it's kind of like the Battlefield Titanfall combo. If you don't have any of those games, that's the way to do it.
That's the way to do it. And I picked that up previously. They had a very similar version of this sale before, and I picked it up just so I had a more complete version of Destiny to check out again. And then I really wanted that Modern Warfare, which is how I played it. So I do recommend taking a look at that if you're into it. Other sales we have Homefront: The Revolution is on sale from 50 down to 25. If you play the original Homefront, this is not as good. from what I've been told.
It's
but it's still, you know, it's
reviews.
$25 if you're into the idea of it. You just want a cheap FPS that has a like semi-decent story. Homefront's the way to go. And then Abyss Odyssey Extended Dream Edition.
It's a hell of a name.
Yeah, that was an interesting looking title. I would really just say go and look at it on the store, honestly. It's better than any type of explanation I'll have for you. That's 15 down to 5.09 or 5 and 10 cents. The Bunker, back on sale again, 20 down to 6. So I think that's cheaper than it was last time.
I think so.
Because it was like 8 last time, I think. Valley is a really interesting looking game. Valley is one that I've got my eye on because I've got like $10 left over credit.
I do too.
And so Valley looks like a cross between Mirror's Edge, Elder Scrolls, and Windlands. It's an FPS where you have these kind of like mechanical robot legs. So you do lots of jumping and but it's in kind of an ESO-like environment. So it's interesting looking, kind of steampunky. That's 20 down to 8. Claire, we hear good things about Claire quite often. Never played it.
Kind of funny, pushed Claire when it first came out. And
Yeah.
I've looked at it, and it's an interesting. This might be the time I pick it up.
Yeah,
I've got a few
it's
games on here that
the extended edition, 15 down to 5.25. Daylight, very popular game, is on sale. I can't remember what the price was for that, but it's on sale if you're into it. Sterden, which instantly Sterden.
Okay.
It's like German or something. I don't know.
Okay.
But it reminded me of Lickspiel. So Sterden is an R-Type bullet hell game. If you don't know what that means, R-Type is a very, very old classic game, which is basically side-scrolling spaceship. So you're shooting, pew, pew, pew. Here's the spaceship right here.
Pew,
It goes
pew.
across like this, and it goes pew, pew. Pew, 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 and it gets the boss. And then, but it's a bullet hell game, which, as you can imagine, just means there's a fuck ton of bullets on the screen that you have to avoid. Velocibox is a twisty res-type endless runner, where you're basically going kind of like through, almost like Super Hypercube, going through these weird tunnels that twist and turn. Very, very trippy.
Is it like the Windows 95 screensaver?
A little bit, yeah. Sun and the Moon and 3/4 Home. There's a bundle deal with those two. Those are from 11 down to 3.73. Daydreamer Awakened Edition. This is the exact quote that I've put in here. Trippy shooting platformer. It does look good though. Like Daydreamer. Check out the trailer for that on the store. Does look very, very interesting. I've got a couple more to go here. I promise I'm done. What's up?
I said, you're good.
Okay. Another World Anniversary Edition. So Another World for the classic gamers out there like me that remember these games. Another World was one of the first of its kind. It's kind of like that King's Questy type side-scrolly platformer. It looks like Abe's Odyssey or anything like that. The sequel to the unofficial sequel to Another World, Flashback, is one of my favorite games ever. But Another World Anniversary Edition, which means it's all been like redone and fancy and nice. $159. If you're looking for a bargain,
Like $1.59.
$1.59,
Not $159.
$8 down to $1.59. So definitely worth looking at. Bard's Gold is an old school Mario style platformer, so that you might like that. $5 down to $2.49, and then Soft Body, which
weird.
is a trippy bullet hell snake game.
Nope.
So you play this little wobbly snake thing, and like the game Snake, where you like collect the things, so you go around in circles. Except it's like 360 as opposed to like linear lines. You can have two snakes that you control at the same time, and it's bullet hell, so there's just like a whole bunch of shit that you have to get past. So those are your sales for PSN, so not as sale heavy as it has been in recent weeks.
Call of Duty is a big one.
Call of Duty is a big one, and then a couple of those smaller titles. We'll make sure if we've played any of them that we put them in the description below, so please remember to check that. And then we'll move on to our last section here before the gameplay, which is our new games section.
Games.
It ain't no game, but they saying welcome to the second level.